What wondrous love is this, oh my soul, oh my...
Hey guys, so I have another video in my little series of the Dollar Tree Liquid Precision Eyeshadows. I'm going to show you 2 ways to use them today. This is going to be a 2-in-1 video, and this is the look. Hopefully you can see that. And excuse me. I used these 2 precision liquid precision eyeshadows. Is that what they're called? Yeah, the blue and the yellow. So let's go ahead and get started with that. I'm just gonna pin my hair back. So the first thing I did is I took my yellow and I'm gonna use it as a base. Now I noticed when I did this eye that you really gotta let this dry before you put on the eyeshadow, or it's just gonna scrape that eyeshadow off. So let's go ahead and put the yellow on. And this one is not as pigmented as the bronze one, so you're gonna have to put a couple coats on and let dry in between coats. So let me let this dry for a minute, and then I'll be back to put on the second coat. I'm like tacky and sticky to where it's almost dry but not really, like it's just tacky-ish. So I'm gonna go ahead and put on another coat. The reason I wait is so it doesn't rub it off. Okay, so that's a pretty good application there. Hopefully you guys can see that. I'm sorry the lighting is not as good today because it is raining outside. So if you also hear rain, that's what, or little pitter patter, it's just the rain. That's what's going on today. So I'm gonna let this dry and we'll come back with the eyeshadow. So it's kind of dry, it's tacky again, so we're just going to go ahead and move on to the next step. I'm going to take my Wet n Wild Fergie palette. I've been using this like non-stop. I swear I use this palette every day in any look that I do. And we're going to use this gold here and pack it on to the yellow. So this yellow is acting as a base. And to make that pop just a little bit more, I'm going to use this LA Color Shimmering Loose eyeshadow, and I'm going to just pack on that gold. So there is that yellow as a base. That is one way to use it, along with just wearing it as the eyeshadow as I showed you in my previous video. I will have that link down below so you can see that. It sits on there pretty nicely, the eyeshadow. This one though, I didn't wait for it to dry, so in here it had rubbed off, but I went ahead and put on some more sparkles. But it up, I'm just going to be putting my crease color in here and my highlight, and then we'll go to the next part where I'm going to use the eyeshadows. We're going to be using this blue for eyeliner. Now it's going to take some work to get the eyeliner, but not too much. So it's actually pretty easy to use it as an eyeliner. So what I do is I take my angled brush here and I load this up. I'll pump it a few times and not like wipe it off, you know. I'll pull out slow so it doesn't really wipe it off. It leaves like a little dollop of that on there, and then I will dip my eyeliner brush into that. I'll just load it up. And then I just draw it as normal eyeliner. So then you're going to let this dry a little bit, and then you're going to go back over it again. Okay, so then just to add a little bit more color, I'll take the brush and carefully just dab it along the line. A little bit more color. Whoops, cut it in my eyelash. Just a little bit more color. So while that is drying, we're gonna tight line with our eyeliner. So basically tight line up the upper lid and then also your bottom lid. So once you're done with that, I'm going to take that Gemini palette again and use that blue in there and just set in that eyeshadow so it doesn't move. Usually it doesn't, but like, you know, I just like to set things. Also, it will make the color pop a little bit better. So again, take your eyeliner brush, load it up with a blue, any blue of your choice, and just go over that. You can leave it like this if you like that electric blue look, or to darken it, you can do what I'm doing. There you go. So then also what I did was, I took that liquid again and I did it on my lower lash line, like underneath my eyeliner. And I didn't do it heavy. I just lightly went ahead and added color down there to just kind of tie it in. Just a little bit of a pop of color underneath there, not much, just a little hint of it. I just thought it tied nicely into my eye look. So I'm going to go ahead and put on my mascara real quick, and then I will be back to show you the final look. Okay guys, so this is the finished look. It's a nice little spring look. I've never really played with colors like this. This is the first time actually doing like different colors than my neutral colors, so I actually like the way it turned out. It looks very nice. You can always pop more blue under there if you don't like how it barely shows up, but it's just, you know, just a little hint of color underneath there. So if you want to pop it a little bit more, you know, you guys can go ahead. So I hope you guys are finding these videos helpful on these ways to use these. I mean, it's all you gotta do is use your imagination. You know, it's very very forgiving. If you mess up, wipe it off. You know, since it's wet, you could just fix it right away. So very forgiving. I love these eyeshadows, precision eyeshadows. Again, I'll have the Dollar Tree haul down there where you can see swatches of them and I talk a little bit about them. So I've showed you 3 ways how to use it. There's only one last There's two last ways that I use it, so I'll probably put them into one video like I did here, and then that'll end my series. So it'll be just three parts, and I will have all the parts linked in these videos for you once I get them up. And so if you have any questions, please let me know, and stay tuned for pictures at the end. Bye guys!
Die young. Been so long since I really knew what young means. Just a pile of days don't amount to a hill in the foot of the Catskills. And the rocks in between. Under the sun. One day, doctor's gonna cut in